Hey, this is Brian, and let me just say I'm so pumped that you're checking out a table group here at Stonebridge. For the next few weeks, I'm going to just share some thoughts about why we do table groups and why I believe that God can really use them in a powerful way. First, though, I wanted to take a moment and share with you a little bit about the different environments that we have here at Stonebridge. The first environment that most people experience is our Sunday morning service. We hope that when people experience our service that it might change their minds about church, and especially if they've ever had a negative experience, that it would change their mind about that and be positive. The second environment we hope people experience is our Sunday morning classes. In this smaller environment, we hope that people start to learn some names and go beyond just the handshake with a greeter. And through biblical teaching, discussion, and interaction with others, we hope that these classes will be a place for those who are wanting to grow in their faith. We also hope that these classes will give people a better taste of community with other believers. And lastly, that comes to what we're talking about today, that's table groups. So if the Sunday morning service is kind of like a foyer in a home or a place that a guest comes and enters for the first time, and then if Sunday morning classes are kind of like a living room or a place where you spend a little more time with people, then table groups are kind of like sitting around the kitchen table with friends. The kitchen is a place where life really happens in the home. And we believe that table groups have the potential to transform casual friends into family. And we've seen that it's through consistent gathering with other believers that people really experience life change and begin to change their priorities and how they live their lives. You know, if you've ever sat through one of our services, then you've probably heard the Stonebridge Mission that's shared each week in the SB News. It goes like this. It says, our mission is to lead people in a real, healthy, and growing relationship with Jesus Christ. I mean, just think about that for a minute. If you were on a pathway towards a real, healthy, and growing relationship with Christ, wouldn't that really make a world of difference no matter what you're facing today? We believe that table groups are the best environment for this mission to truly be accomplished. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to offer a few thoughts about how table groups help serve this mission. We'll look at how table groups offer us a great environment to be real with others, how they are a great place for us to start getting healthy spiritually, and how they are a place for us to be challenged in our spiritual growth. So for this first session, I'm going to focus us in on the idea of getting real. You know, people need a place or a group of people where they can be real. They need a safe place where they can ask questions, they can express doubts, they can share what's going on in their heart and be heard and validated by others. If your involvement in church is simply attending a service on a Sunday morning, then you really don't have a true outlet to be real with other believers. Let's face it, it would be a bit awkward if you relied on the Sunday morning greeter as your person to unload all of your baggage on. I mean, when they say, hello, welcome to Stonebridge, how are you doing today? They're probably not expecting for you to truly answer in detail all the good, bad, and ugly things that happened to you over the past week. So you probably do like I do and just give them the same answer each week. I'm great, how are you? But I don't know about you, but in all honesty, it's not always great. In fact, Sunday mornings are usually pretty crazy. I mean, sometimes it goes like this. Sunday morning, alarm goes off. Oh, great, I hit snooze 7 times. You fight all morning. Kids are crying, they're hitting each other. The dog has an accident. You spill coffee on your shirt. You're tired and cranky. Then you fight all the way to church as KSBJ's Enter His Gates worship songs play peacefully in the background. And then, as you pull into the parking lot, right into your spot, something miraculous happens. Now, remember, all morning long, a very entertaining reality TV show has been playing, starring you and your family. Yet, once the car door opens in the church parking lot, out pops Steve and Stacy Stonebridge, the we have it all together, perfectly behaving kids, never arguing, ever smiling postcard church family. You all of a sudden become the family that from the outside is totally together. Everything's hunky-dory all the time. But life is messy. things sometimes and often do fall apart. So it's time to get real. It's time to get honest with others and face our messiness together. So let me ask you this. Who are the people in your life you can be real with? We desperately need an outlet to vent and simply confess that we don't always pull it off and we don't always have it all together, and that's okay. Table groups, I think, become an awesome place to agree to be real with others. What's amazing is that as I've shared my mishaps and bad days with others in my own table group, I've discovered that I'm not alone. And it's become overwhelmingly clear that we are all flawed human beings that need a lot of grace and are all works in progress. I think that one of the number one lies that Satan throws at us is this. He tries to tell us that we are alone in our sin and our failures and that everyone else has it all together. That is a total lie from the pit of hell. So what is true is that life change happens when I face the real me. I am so good at spinning just the right image of myself for the public to see while hiding the real me. All the while, though, God is telling me that he wants the real me. You know, we are in hiding just like Adam and Eve in the garden. The moment that sin entered the world, it led to hiding and the feeling of shame concerning our true selves. Ever since then, we carry that same shame. And as a result, one of our worst fears is the thought of the real me being exposed, wrinkles and all. The good news, though, is that Christ died to heal us and to heal our relationships. It's in Christ that we can come as we are because of his grace. And we can then come together as believers and accept one another and our flaws with the same grace that Jesus has extended to us. It's in this gathering that we are safe to be real because we are all in progress towards looking more and more like Jesus. So, what is our goal? Our goal for these groups is that they would be safe environments that are saturated in grace, where people have full permission to honestly answer the question, how are you doing? You know, one of the tools we'll use often in our groups is an exercise called sharing our highs and lows. And the way this works is by simply going around the circle and giving each person a chance to just share a high point from the last week. And then to go around again and they can share a low point as well. Now, what I love about this is that people have the freedom to share as much or as little as they want to. So at this point, I want to encourage you to spend a few minutes in discussion. Your table host will lead you through a few questions to process some of these thoughts about the prospect of getting real with others.